I am on my Cool J. You're not tuned into Off My Cool J, and welcome to the Cutoff. That's right, I said it, the Cutoff. That's the name of this episode. And right now we are in February, the early stages. So you know what's coming up? Valentine's is on its way. So you know what that means? You're dropping at least a couple of hundred, maybe even a stack on your girl right now, just for her to re-gift the same box she gave you the night before. So let's say your funds are low and you need a way out. Here are some tips that might be able to help you. Yeah, she'll be mad at you for a day or two, but I tell you this, her friends will never be able to call you broke. Just an asshole, just like always. Nothing's changed. Oh, let's get this started. First thing we're pulling out of the arsenal is arguing. That's right, it's the most easiest thing, the easiest thing to grab. So basically what I want you to do is be petty. Basically act like her. It's the quickest thing that you could think of that she does. Now, don't be dumb. She might be privy to this shit. She's heard the jokes on Instagram. She sees the memes. So she might know this is coming. So that's where you gotta fucking freak it. This is what you gotta do. If she has single girlfriends that come over on Valentine's Day to kill time, this is what you hit her with. You hit her with the, yo, you always want to hang out with your friends. You never want to hang out with me. Why don't you go fuck your friend if you want to fucking hang out with them so much? Now, notice I said make sure it's women, because if it's a guy, there's a good chance he might be able to fuck, because he might be in the friend zone. That's the breakaway glass. So you got to make sure you're smart enough to avoid that fucking headache. But yeah, simple shit like that. She hits the door a little bit too loud when she's closing it. Why the fuck are you slamming doors? Yo, she's listening to the TV a little bit too loud. Yo, I can't fucking think. Yo, you're killing my vibe right now. And it'll upset her too, because women can't stand when guys get angry and then we get loud, and then they get angry and then they get loud and we start arguing. And guess what? Valentine's Day might be off. Hopefully, if you're that lucky and you can pull that shit off. Another thing that you can do is take your password off of your phone. Delete your real side chick's number and block her. Keyword, block her. And correct Hobson's number. She'll be tempted when she see that defenses are down and fucking jump right away at the opportunity. Believe me, she will. Alright? Once this happens, she'll notice that you have a number for an old Chinese food spot that's been closed for 10 years. Make sure you're close to her when this happens, because when she calls, she'll get that, we're sorry, the number you dialed is no longer available and is not in service. Alright? That's when you could throw the whole, how could you not trust me speech at her. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I don't even know who you are. And you might be able to get away with it and ask for the day apart just to rethink and re-strategize where your relationship's at. But you know you can always come back the next day and fix it. These are all simple tasks I'm giving you. Now we're going to get a little bit psychological, and it might be a little bit harder to get her, but you can always get her back if you're fucking G'd up in the feet up like I am. Alright? Porn. That's right, I said porn. Don't clear your browser history, alright? Tell her to look something up on your phone and make sure she finds the exact opposite of what she looks like, alright? So if she's small and fit and is always fucking dieting, make sure she finds the BBW porn. If she's rotund, let her find the petite porn, etc., etc. Whatever she is, basically go with the opposite. It normally tends to pan out. The weirder the better. And if you're lucky, you might get a treat after it. Because let's just say that weird shit she looks up, she might be fucking into it. Like you know, girls be hiding certain shit that they're into because they don't want to feel weird or outed. So, yo, you might luck up. And if she does like it, you know what? It's a plus. You know what? Porn, it might work out, it might not work out. But if it does work out in your favor, let's just say this. Swing for the fences. We're already there. She likes watching the same fucking weird porn that you looked up that you might not even like. So you know what? Ask her for that menage a trois. I'm just saying, it works. It might work. Just shoot your shot. Stop fucking around. But if she's grossed out, freaked out because there's amputee porn there, you might have bought yourself a date. Alright? Maybe a couple of days. But yo, it's all in good favor. Yo, your pockets will thank you later. Alright, moving on. We're getting a little bit grimy here. Alright? And what I mean by this is that plant some condoms on her. That's right, I said it. Plant some condoms on her. We're going full grimy, fucking prison rules kind of shit. You know why? because you might have $5 in your bank account and there's nothing worse than being overdrafted another fucking $10 on top of that $5. So now you're down $15 if you're lucky, and you save yourself the embarrassment of being declined at whatever restaurant you're at that you can't afford. So let's go for it. Now, this is dangerous territory because she might actually be cheating on you. There might already be condoms in there, so then you'll really be cutting that ass off for Valentine's Day. But if you dodge that bullet, shoot away. Make sure the condoms are bigger than you too. I don't want to hear it, bro. Yo, B, I'm a gold rapper packer. Shut the fuck up. Your condom shouldn't be baggy. If that's the case, then you better shove a fucking black hefty bag in there with that tie string in there. I don't know. The goal is to hit her with the, oh, am I not man enough for you? And cry uncontrollably. Women know men have delicate psyches and egos. And just like them, it might bring y'all closer. Just not on that night, alright? Make sure it doesn't happen that night. Just be really emotionally distraught. Alright, here goes another one. Create a fake account. DM her with the username Cockosaurus Rex. Although, you know what? You might not even like that response either, because say she is a dottie, you kind of just fucked up your own night, even though you weren't even trying to spend money. But let's just hope for the best. Now, if she's not used to getting these DMs like that, yo, she'll open it. And guess what's gonna happen? Boom, dick pic. Make sure you're there so you can confront her. Alright? If you're smart, this is game. Right here. People right here. You heard it on my Cool J first. On Instagram, we can switch account user's name. So Cockosaurus Rex could be in the background there, ready to fucking take aim and shoot. Alright? You hearing me? Alright, so like I said, be there when this happens. Boom, red-handed. You could be like, yo, what the fuck is that? Why are they sending you that? Obviously, they're sending you that because you're giving them some kind of attention. Really? Alright, you over here double tapping on dick print pictures? Alright, let me find out you're on back pages too, you slut. You cheating on me? I need some fucking space. No, don't touch me. And just walk out. Alright? Another one. Crazier. This is a little bit crazy. My next last two, they're there. Like, if she finds out you did this, you might be going to jail. So stay with me, alright? Poison. That's right, I said poison her. You heard me. Bell Biv DeVoe that ass. Nothing too crazy. Give her like some X-Lax chocolate inside of like a heart fucking container, and she'll gobble that shit down. She won't even notice that it tastes different. Preferably early or late morning. Beat first, because you're not gonna want her after. Give her at least 20 pieces. We have to ensure she's immobilized. Plans cancel. Make it up to her the next day. McDonald's 2 for $3 breakfast menu. You know, you get the sausage biscuits, and the sausage biscuits are good because it's dry as fuck. So she'll be able to hold that down. You get that tip for free. But for that day, make sure you spend. No, for that day, make sure she spends the whole day hugging that toilet. That's her real Valentine's on that day. Depending on the amount you give her, she might not even spend the night with you. She might be booed up and cuddled up with the toilet for the whole night. So, heads up. Just saying, if you do plan on doing that one, I know you heard it from me, but when you're in front of the judge, you ain't hear it from me, alright? Because she finds out, you're in some deep shit. If you're even planning on doing any of this, make sure you don't mention my name, alright? Because I don't need that conspiracy charge. That's another big thing. The next one, it doesn't get any better. It only makes things worse if you're not caught. And that is, have her arrested. That's right, I said it. Once again, have her arrested. And this is game 2. A lot of fellas don't be peeping this, but we could do this if we have power just like women have power. Now for this one, you're going to need 2 people for this plan. You set up a time for your boy to make a domestic abuse call. Around that time, you tell her you want to do some kinky shit. Tell her to punch you. If her punches are weak, tell her harder. I want you to turn into the Joker. I want you to be like, I want you to hit me. I want you to hit me. Harder. Harder. Right? Now, this is the other thing. Depending on your neighborhood, they might not be there right away. Well, if you're in a white neighborhood, they'll be there in 5 minutes. If you're in the hood, you might have an hour. Right? Now, this is the important thing. When they show up, do exactly what I'm telling you. The cops have to question both parties, the women and the man's party, and it's in the cops' best interest, is what they've been trained for, is to notice abuse, right? So if she's been punching you, her fists are red, and you're all black and blue, right? So you don't even have to comply with like, how can I say this? New York state law has this like kind of rule in effect where battered women, even if they say they didn't get abused, if they have signs that they've been abused, and the aggressor has marks on their bodies too that show that they've been abusing people, that they can still be taken in. All right. So when the cops are questioning you, make sure you don't make no eye contact, because that's clearly sign of abuse, and start shaking a little like you're traumatized. I'm telling you, she'll go to jail and you'll be totally fine. You'll have that blanket over you by the officer telling you, yo, everything's gonna be okay. You know what? This is not the first call we had tonight. I'm just telling you, it should've worked out. And luckily for her, if you go through with this plan, Valentine's is on a Tuesday. So she's really gonna spend the night there, and she'll be out by the morning when she sees the judge, right? So she'll still have that bologna sandwich still in her digestive tract. And by that time, give her a day or two, maybe 3 days. Give her a week. She might be a little bit bad. But you better play your alibi like, nah, baby, I didn't tell them anything. They just assumed you were abusing me, and I told them you're not abusing me. And they still took you to jail. That's the only way I could think. That's the grimiest one. Again, don't get caught listening to this video. And if you do get caught, don't mention my name. All right? But these are some of the few things that you could do to avoid having to spend money or go out on Valentine's Day, unless you got a boss chick, right? And if you got a boss chick, shit, let her treat you good. Let her take you out. This is 2017 last time I checked, and women are in the position to make power moves like that and take you out. You know what? Instead of following and listening to all of this that I'm telling you, tell her, babe, I don't want to impose on your rights as a woman. Can you take me out? And it might work too, hopefully, unless you're dating some bum Instagram model chick that's just on here doing likes, putting up ass pictures. Other than that, I have been On My Cool J, and this is Off My Cool J, and this was The Cutoff. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like this episode, I will try to do this once a year for Valentine's Day and give you new tips on how to break up with her before Valentine's Day. So if you enjoyed this video, podcast, whatever you're hearing this on, whichever platform you're hearing this on, please like, comment, and share. I have been On My Cool J, and I am out. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.